Hey everyone, we're currently at the beach. This is day 2 of our Australia trip, and we are having a wedding photo shoot. Alright, let's begin. What is going on, everyone? This is Rama from the RBTS Show 2, and thank you for tuning in to another episode in the Australia vlog series. For this episode, we'll be tackling day 2 of my family's vacation to Australia. If you haven't watched the first episode, I'll be sure to have some links down in the description. I got a lot of cool things in store for this episode. So without further ado, let's get into the vlog. We started off our day on a really exciting note. The first half of the day was allocated for my Uncle Michael and Aunt Letty's 25th wedding anniversary. And since I had the largest camera in the group, I guess I defaulted to becoming the official photographer and videographer for the event. Now the family and I started off by taking some photos and videos in the hotel lobby. Now, I'm no photographer, but I kinda liked how my pictures turned out. I can post some on the screen here, and you guys can let me know down in the comment section below what you think of my photos. I apologize, I don't know the name of this beach, but probably get to that a little bit later. But my goodness, it is freaking cold out here. So it's like around 9:30, 10 in the morning. We're about to have my uncle and aunt's wedding ceremony, their silver anniversary, if you will. So once that's done, we're gonna continue our day tour of the city. Now, the wedding ceremony was nothing grand, and I'm pretty sure that's what my Uncle Michael and Aunt Letty wanted.
My name is Ben Stone. I have the honour today of being asked to share in this renewal of vows ceremony. Letty and Michael confirm their love this day, May 19th, in 1993, in Manila, in the Philippines.
And of course, being the official photographer and videographer, I took a bunch of stuff. I'll post some here on the screen right now.
All 4 kids. Chim chim.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, I'm only going to include a small snippet of the entire event in this episode, but I do have a separate video up on my YouTube channel that is much more detailed and covers pretty much the entire event. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll also have it down in the video description. Alright, we just finished our little thingy, the wedding ceremony, 25th anniversary ceremony here at St. Kilda Beach. That's what it's called apparently. Congratulations!
Okay. What's up?
What can you say about the ceremony? It's very natural.
It's really quick, and it was cool, and I want to get married. So I'm gonna look for a husband right now. Okay, bye.
We capped off the ceremony with a hearty brunch at Republica, one of the restaurants stationed along St. Kilda Beach. I finished my meal early, so I took advantage of this downtime by recording some videos and pictures of St. Kilda Beach and the boardwalk. Check it out right here. We just had a bite to eat over at Republica. Yeah, just outside here at the lounge. Some of the family's still inside the restaurant in there, so I'm just waiting for them. The next stop of the day is Maru, an animal and koala park.
Hello, are you taking a video?
I don't understand you. What?
Are you taking a video?
Yeah. Hello. So it's been 2 hours later since I last recorded and took pictures. We're here at the Koala
zoo. You can see.
That was our bus. Right there. That's not our bus. We're gonna go around, take a tour of the place. It is a wonderful place, featuring all the cool animals indigenous to Australia.
That's a Joey.
Now, one of the park's main attractions is a sheep shearing demonstration.
He got to his 321st sheep. He went to go run in to get the next sheep and realised there was no sheep left. He finished 20 minutes earlier that day because he had no sheep left. So we reckon...
At first, I kind of felt bad for the sheep because it looked scared and nervous. But then I read online that regular shearing is actually good for the sheep. So we've been in the zoo for a while, we've seen a couple of attractions, and this is probably the main one, get to see the wallabies. So let's go take a look. Now I don't know why, but I just love wallabies. They're cool as a cat, very friendly, approachable, but more importantly, they are highly photogenic. I loved how they just walked up to my camera out of curiosity, which resulted in these amazing close-up shots. The crocodiles, however, were a slight disappointment. And here is James the koala. He's 6 months old and he is just absolutely adorable. Now I don't know why, but I was personally excited to see some dingoes. I mean, they look like dogs, well, they are dogs, but I just recently learned that they are much more destructive, which makes them so awesome. You know, something interesting that I learned a while back, Australia has sort of like a wall, a fence that are supposed to prevent dingoes from getting into the southeastern part of the country. It was originally intended for rabbits, but they didn't realize that, you know, the rabbits can dig or jump over the fence, so they decided to make it for dingoes. And that's really cool because, you know, dingoes, they are a lot of trouble for livestock because they would tend to eat the sheep or Now, one animal that I was not expecting to see at the park was a python.
My name's Alicia, I'm one of the keepers here today, but more importantly, I have one of our beautiful pythons out with me today. Now folks, her name is Olive. Olive here is an olive python. We are very creative with our names. She does, of course, not have any venom in her body. Okay, cool. So Olive here, if she was to bite you, nothing can be injected. It isn't dangerous in that way, but being a python does mean she's a constrictor.
Overall, I would say that the Maru stop was absolutely amazing. I had to remember this day by purchasing a koala bear in the gift shop. And here he is. I named him Nigel. Isn't he cute? Now, the last stop of the day was the penguin parade in Phillip Island. But before we got to see the penguins, our tour guide took us on a little drive around the island. Now, I was really lucky that I was able to mount my camera right on the side of our tour bus because the scenery was absolutely amazing. I also took the privilege of recording some videos and pictures of the family. I'll post some right here. Before the sun went down, we arrived at the Penguin Parade, which is apparently a very popular tourist trap in Melbourne. Okay everyone, right now, we're towards the end of our day trip. I think this is the last attraction before we go back and have dinner. Right now we are at a penguin sort of museum slash zoo, information park, I don't know what you call it. But the main attraction here is to see the penguins here in Phillip Island, which is pretty
awesome. Sanctuary.
Thank you, my cousin. Now, I wasn't able to record much because of some very strict camera laws, but basically what happens here is that the penguins would surface up from the ocean and they would trot across the beach into caves along the cliffside. I didn't get any shots of the penguins. So what I'll do instead is I'll put a little video that I found on YouTube that shows what happens. All credits go to Viator for these clips. To wrap this video up, I would say that our second day in Australia was much more jam-packed than the first, simply because we had a lot more things to do and see, which is always a good thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of our Day 2 adventures in Australia. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and perhaps even consider subscribing. I got a lot more videos to show you guys. Be sure to stay tuned for Day 3, which is coming up really soon on the channel. Thanks for watching, guys.